नमस्ते बिटिया, खुश रहो बिटिया। Myself Jbin Dr. Ritu Sharma, Assistant Professor, Department of Gynae Ops, Faculty of Homeopathic Science, Jyoti Vidyapeeth Women's University. Today's session is Management of the First Stage of Labor. Principles. First, non-interference with watchful expectancy so as to prepare the patient for natural birth. Now, second, to maintain carefully the progress of labor, maternal conditions, and fetal behavior so as to detect any intrapartum complication early. Preliminaries. This consists of basic evaluation of the current clinical condition. Inquiry is to be made about the onset of labor, pains, or leakage of liquor, if any, through general and obstetrical examination, including vaginal examination, are to be carried out and recorded. Records of antenatal visits, investigation reports, and any specific treatment given, if available, are to be reviewed. Actual management, general. First is antiseptic dressing is a described before, and B is encouragement, emotional support, and assurance are given to keep up to moral. Uh, C. Constant supervision is ensured. Generally, a woman in early normal labor may not be confined to bed. Now D. While in bed, she may take the position most comfortable to her. She should avoid dorsal spine position to avoid entro uh, arto cable compression. Bowel, the enema with soap and water and glycerin uh, suppository is traditionally given in early stage. This may be given if the rectum feels loaded on vaginal examination, but enema neither shortens the duration of labor nor the reduce the infection rate. Rest and ambulation. If the membranes are intact, the patient is allowed to walk about. This attitude prevents vena canal compression and encourages descent of the head. Ambulation can reduce the duration of labor, need of analgesia, and improve maternal comfort. If, however, labor is monitored electronically, or analgesic drug, epidural or analgesia is given, she should be in bed. Diet. There is delayed emptying of the stomach in labor. Low pH of gastric content is a real danger if aspirated. Following general anesthesia, when needed unexpectedly, the food is withheld during active labor. Fluids in the form of plain water, ice, cheap, or fruit juices may be given in early labor. Intravenous fluid with Ringer solution is started where any intervention is anticipated or the patient is under regional anesthesia. Bladder care, patient is encouraged to pass urine by herself as full bladder often habits uterine contraction and may lead to infection. If the woman cannot go to toilet, she is given a bedpan. Privacy must be maintained and comfort must be ensured. If the patient fails to pass urine, especially in late first stage, catheterization is to be done with strict aseptic precaution. Relief of pain. For practical purpose, the common analgesic drug used in cetadine 50 to 100 mg intramuscularly when the pain is well established in active phase of labor. If necessary, it is repeated after 4 hours. Pethidine is an effective analgesic as well as sedatives. Metochloro, sorry, metoclopramidine 10 mg IM is commonly given to combat vomiting due to pethidine. Pethidine crosses the placenta and is a respiratory depressant to neonates. The drug should be given if delivery is anticipated within 2 hours. Assessment of progress of labor and parthograph recording pulse is recorded every 3 minutes and and is marked with a dot. In parthograph, blood pressure is recorded at every 1 hour and marked with arrows. Temperature is recorded every 2 hours. Urine output is recorded for volume, protein and acetone. Any drug like oxytocin or other when given is recorded in partograph. Abdominal palpation. A uterine contraction as regard the frequency, intensity and duration of are assessed. The number of contractions in 10 minutes and duration of each contraction in second are recorded in the partograph. Partograph is charted every half an hour as contraction duration less than 20 second, mild between 20 to 40 second, moderate and then 40 seconds strong. Now B, pelvic grip, gradual disappearance of pole of the head, syncope and occiput which were felt previously usually occur in labor. The abdominal palpation for descent of the fetal head in term of fifth felt about the brim as is to be used. The shifting of the maximal intensity of the fetal heartbeat downward and medially. To note the fetal well-being, fetal heart rate with its rhythm and intensity should be noted. Cycle in are in first stage and every 50 minutes in second stage or following rupture of the membranes. To be valued, the observation should be made immediately following uterine contraction. The count should be made for 60 seconds. The routine clinical observation, ordinary stethoscope is quite suitable. Doppler ultrasonic cardiography, however, is helpful in the case of obesity and polyhydramnios to avoid confusion of maternal and fetal heart rate. Maternal pulse should be counted, otherwise maternal tachycardia may be wrongly treated as fetal heart rate. Normal fetal heart rate range from 110 to 150 per minute. Continuous electronic fetal monitoring. The device consists of simultaneous recording of fetal heart action by fetal electrocardiography and urine contraction by tachography. It is commonly used for high-risk pregnancies. Vaginal examination. A dilatation of cervix in centimeters in relation to the uh, of labor is reliable index in note to progress of labor. Second is to note the position of the head and degree of reflection. C, to note the station of the head, degree of descent in relation to the ischial spine. D, color of liquor clear or meconium stain if the membranes are ruptured. And E, degree of molding of the head. Molding occur first at the junction of occipito-parietal bones and then between the parietal bones. Evidence of fetal distress. She is intrapartum fetal monitoring to watch the maternal condition. Routine checkup includes first to record too early pulse, blood pressure and temperature. B to observe the tongue periodically for hydration. C to note the urine output, urine for acetone glucose, and D is IV fluid or drugs. Evidence of maternal distress are NGS look with shrunken eyes, rising pulse rate of 100 per minute or more, dehydration, dry tongue, and hot dry vagina with offensive discharge. Now acetone smell in breath and scanty high color urine with presence of acetone. Now this session is powered by digital version 2.0 Jyoti Vidyapeeth Women's University. I hope you are satisfied with my digital session. If you have any query, please mention in comment box. I will resolve it. Thank you.